So internet access isn't just something that's nice to have, but it's also the difference between like missing our class or not being able to find a good job and simply just missing out on opportunities that we can have access to with internet.
So prior to the pandemic, 36 million US households do not have an internet connection in their homes. So be very careful. I'm not saying that they don't have it available. I'm saying they don't have an internet connection in the home. And when I say that, I mean wireline connection, and the word wireline means cable, DSL, or fiber. So mobile phones, I don't even want to count mobile phones because they all come with data plans. How can you rely upon a source of internet that has a data cap on it, right? So 36 million US households, nothing. Of those 36 million US households, 26 million are urban, 10 million are rural.
So today we have about 91% of Californians connected at home. Very good, a very good number. We also have within that a 6% who are connected by a smartphone only, which is truly an underconnected household, particularly if you have children in school or trying to do workforce preparation to work from home. You actually do need a keyboard these days. Infrastructure is necessary, but not sufficient to get everybody online. And it doesn't make any difference if we build the best network in the world if we don't get everyone online and achieve digital equity.
So a lot of what was happening with the students being at home, they didn't know how to manage their devices. They didn't know how to use their devices. They weren't familiar with the programs that they had to use now for school. And that means the parents weren't either.
I assure you, no mainstream internet service provider is a trusted messenger. Many of them have come to recognize the digital divide, to speak about it, but until they are in sincere partnerships at the community level to do the outreach, we're not going to get to those who are most digitally disadvantaged.
The base thing to understand is that in the United States, providing internet service is a commodity. It's not a public utility. One might say morally it's a utility, but legally it's not a utility, right? But morally it should be. And the reason that it's established like that is because in the United States, those internet service providers have been making so much money that they spend millions of dollars on lobbyists to make sure that their needs are met. And so the pushback from organizations like CETF and NDIA is that we need to think about the communities and the individuals first, not think about the internet service providers first. And in some of the states where laws have been restrictive, it's because they were thinking of the stakeholders as being the internet service providers. We need to change that so that the stakeholders are our communities and our residents, not a corporation.
We say either step up or step aside, and we advocate that that be essentially the legal position, which means that if you don't step up as an internet service provider who is licensed to operate in the country or in a state, who has other benefits, then you must step aside and you don't have legal recourse to block others. We also are not anxious to have a whole lot of people get into the business of being an internet service provider who've never done that before. And so we're trying to strike the balance by bringing the public sector at all levels together with the private sector, i.e. the internet service providers. And some of those incumbents are public agencies. And